Hi, here I've got a power supply I've had for many years. Very useful thing. It's able to do 3 to 12 volts. It's got quite a low power output, but I've used this for many years. In fact, I bought this probably about over 20 years ago. It used to come with a series of connectors, which I lost when I moved house. So what I did was, I now use this type of arrangement here, so I can swap between negative and positive. So when it's red to red, it's centre pin positive, and then when you swap it the other way around, I know it's the opposite. Quite a useful thing, but I'll show you what's happened to it. So if I now plug it in, and test it with my multimeter, which I'll just bring into view here. So we can turn it on. Nothing happens, and the red LED on the thing doesn't come on. It's completely dead. So I want to take it apart. I thought it was sealed, but in fact it's got these security type bits. I don't know if you can see that in there. So it's got security type, triangular security type bits. You just have to take my word for it. And also it says on it, warning, do not dismantle, risk of electric shock, no user serviceable parts inside. Not quite the case, because I'm going to go in, and I'm considering myself to be a user. Now what I'm going to try and use is this, which I got as a present. It's a very cheap driver set. In fact, I think you can pick these up for like a couple of quid. It's called the Kramer 31-piece screwdriver set. Oh, actually, you know, for a couple of quid, this is quite good. So you get this little driver here. And one thing I immediately like about it is it's got a hole in it. So you can push another screwdriver through and make it into a handle. I notice even the iFixit toolkit doesn't even have that. So anyway, it's got bits I believe that'll work. I've checked that already. It's this one, which is a triangular type bit, and it fits into the screw. Well, I've got it. You wouldn't believe how I had to fight this screw. But I had to use a file to just shape this a bit. Anyway, I've got it. It's unbelievably tight, that one. There's always one, isn't there? So now I've got into it. So I'm hoping there's a fuse or something in here that I can replace. Because I find this thing very useful, even though it's very low power output. It only says 300 milliwatts at 12 volts, or 3.6 watts. I'll multiply these together, hopefully that's right. Boom. Right. There's the LED. There's the screws coming out. Most of them. Okay, well that one doesn't want to come out. Right, what have we got? Well, yeah, doesn't look that well made, but you know, it's good enough. I think I spot something here. It says, obviously I've got to be careful, I have this plugged in, so I'm just going to check if there's any voltage. I don't see anything. Just going to put some gloves on. It's safe to work on, and immediately I can see something here. It says, I don't know if you can see that, it says thermal fuse built in on top of that. Thermal fuse built in on top of the transformer. So, I wonder if it's just that. So let's try and check it. Yeah, it looks like it's open circuit. That's me just testing that. Still beeping. Yep. I'm thinking it's this. Looks like I'm going to have to take the circuit board out. So, I'll use my driver again. Incidentally, the model is plug line, model number PL440. Right, so now looks like I've got to get this cover off. Thermal fuse built in. Yeah. I'm wondering if I can take this tape off and get at it, because I can see it in there, or I can see something in there which I tested. I don't really want to destroy that plastic. Yeah, they look like they're well glued together. I think I'm going to have to cut this. It's not obviously a kind of protection, so I'm going to try and cut this. I'll just cut away the other side. So now, it's having to be quite destructive. It looked promising. I could just go in here and replace it. But shot at it. So let me just show you this. So let's see if I can source one of these or something equivalent. So now I've got new parts ordered from Amazon. So let me show you what I got. And solder the new one in. And to put the original sticker back on. Like that. And there we go. Not very professional, but hopefully good enough. Right, now to assemble the whole thing and see if it works. Yeah, that looks fine. Got it off. Make sure these are not touching. Let's try it. Yes, it's on. 12.2 volts. Excellent. I've got a little plastic covers actually for these. You do need to watch. I switch it to 9. Try it again. 8.96. Fine. Seems to be working fine now. That's the result.